Obviously, Dana White has mentioned that he wants to make an Islam Makhachev versus Beneil Dariush fight, and I think that's a very interesting fight. At this point in time, I think it's no shade on the guy, because he does seem like a really nice guy, but I feel like Dariush is one of the most overrated fighters in the lightweight divisions at this point in time. The reason why I think that is because he's been getting all this shine because of a win over Tony Ferguson, but anyone that knows anything knows that Tony Ferguson is just way past it. So he's not really beating anyone that's very notable at this point in time. I don't think Tony Ferguson beats anyone in the top 10 in the lightweight division. I just think the division is just way too competitive for him to compete in, and I think anyone in the top 10 beats him. But I do think Dariush has artificially got a fake position within the sport in terms of the rankings, because of the fact that you got that win against Tony Ferguson, who's just way past it. In my opinion, I think Dariush would easily beat Tony Ferguson. Not Dariush, sorry. I think Islam Makhachev will easily beat Beneil Dariush, because of the fact that I just think he's just not on that level. He's not done enough yet for me to actually warrant him as being a top 3 pound for pound fighter in the lightweight division, like the top 3 lightweight in the world, in the UFC. I just don't see that happening. Nothing against the guy. I think he's a good guy, but I just feel like as a fighter, he's not proven himself yet to get that top 3 position. Obviously, I made a different video about this that mentioned this, but I think any fighter that beats Tony Ferguson, 2 of them have got world title shots, which is Justin Gaethje and obviously Charles Oliveira, and the last person to beat him is in a top 3 ranking, but Tony Ferguson himself doesn't ironically get anything. So yeah, in my opinion, I think Islam Makhachev beats Dariush quite easily. I think Dariush is a good fighter, don't get it twisted, but I think he's a tad bit overrated because of everything that he's accomplished in his career. I just think it's not likely that he beats Islam Makhachev at this time. I think Islam Makhachev is just a more dynamic, vibrant fighter who can do a lot more and has a lot more going for him than Beneil Dariush does. Beneil Dariush is a good fighter, but he just doesn't have the level of talent, I think, that Islam Makhachev has, and I think Islam Makhachev beats him quite decisively. I think he can beat him in the stand-up game, and then when he gets him down on the ground, that would be quite interesting, because both of them do have sophisticated jiu-jitsu games. But I just think I think Islam Makhachev beats him quite handily, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Who do you think wins if they both fight each other? I think Islam Makhachev wins quite handily, and I think this is a good fight for Islam Makhachev to take, because it's quite an easy win for him, relatively speaking. And if he beats Dariush, then he's going to be literally top 5 in the lightweight division, and he might be looking at the winner of, or like maybe the loser of Poirier versus Charles Oliveira, or maybe he might fight Tony Ferguson afterwards, or RDA, or one of these top fighters. So yeah, in my opinion, that's who I think would win if they both fight between Dariush and Islam Makhachev. I think Islam Makhachev beats him quite handily, and I think it'll be a very easy fight for him. And I think it's a very decisive victory for him, which could skyrocket him in the lightweight division. I just think he can easily get into a top 3 ranking if he beats him. So I think it's a very good fight for him from a managerial perspective. If I was Ali Abdelaziz, I'll be trying to make that fight as soon as possible. The fact that Dana White has mentioned it means that he wants that particular fight to happen. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Who do you think beats who if they were to fight each other? I think it's obvious, in my opinion, that Islam Makhachev is just way too dynamic. I could be wrong though. Stranger things have happened in the sport. If Dariush beats Islam Makhachev after what he did to Tony Ferguson, that would actually skyrocket him in the sport, and would make him a very big threat in the lightweight division, and would actually give him a lot of clout. Obviously, he got a little bit of fame after his win over Tony Ferguson, like everyone does. But I'll be honest, if he was to beat like an Islam Makhachev, who's got a lot of hype around him because of his connection with Khabib, I think that would give him so much clout that it would be actually impressive for his career. To be fair to you, Islam Makhachev is not this unbeatable fighter. Like, he has lost in the past before, so I don't think it's impossible for him to lose. He can easily lose in the sport, and MMA is such a dynamic sport that it's very difficult to stay undefeated. So in my opinion, Dariush could win the fight, but I just think at this point in time, he's he's on a wave of excellence at this point, and I just think he's got a lot more going for him than Dariush has in terms of his pure talent. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Who do you think wins if they both were to fight each other, and who would you put your money on if you had to put your money on someone? My money would be on Islam Makhachev to beat Dariush. So yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace out.